Tyson. We're going to ask the head coach to make a statement on the game, and then we'll go to questions for both gentlemen up here. Casey, please.
These are certainly never easy. Think about the man hours that goes into a season and all the people that pour everything they have into the day-to-day, the off-season, the in-season, the post-season. It's a lot, so it's never easy when it's over. And we love our team, and Belmont's got a lot to be proud of. I'm disappointed that it's over. Congratulate Northern Iowa. I don't know if it was a good game or a bad game. It was a tight game, but when the largest margin is 5 points in both directions, I mean, there really is such a small margin for winning and losing, and I don't think losing means we didn't have what it takes, and nor do I think winning would have meant that we had it better than they did. It's just the way that the ball bounced. Although I will say, and again, congratulate them on. I think they were a little quicker to the ball. People made a lot out of the hey, it's great to get one under your belt for that next game and everything else. I think they were a little fresher than us. I think the rebounding margin, the free throw margin, which were two significant stats in this game, would indicate that. That's the way it goes. But
Questions? Start right here and then go on the aisle. Thank you.
Cade, you guys have had a lot of success against them offensively over the last couple of years. Today, it just seemed like a slog the entire way. What was different about this one?
Yeah, I mean, it just kind of felt like a tough game for us to get ourselves going. Felt like we played hard, but felt like what really would have helped us get going is just making the tougher plays. And we kind of lacked doing that in the first half a little bit. I mean, we got a little bit better at it.
Casey, obviously, coming off the win yesterday and the quick turnaround, can you just talk about how difficult it is to prepare for a game, like this in such a short time, and obviously when the other team's playing as well as UNI has been playing recently?
yeah, it's more obviously it's kind of the mental preparation is what you're talking about there. I mean, there's a lot that goes into it physically, clearly, but we were very well prepared, guys. There wasn't a lot that was left undone. We had enough time between Sunday and today to get ready, and so there were no surprises, and there just never are hardly at this time of the year. This is all about just the grind of every possession and making it from day to day, and as they say, trying to survive in advance. But I thought our guys executed a game plan well. It's arguable whether the game plan was right or not, but but what we asked them to do, they did it very well.
Back here on the left.
Casey, you took the lead a few times there in the second half, got it to 1 in each of those times, and they immediately answered in some way. How frustrating was it that you just could never get that stop in that moment to have a shot to get some separation?
Yeah, basketball is a game of runs, and that's always when our team is playing at its best, is when it seems like offense is coming, not easily, but when it's working our way, and we never really felt that today. We really had to grind for our scores. But they did too. I mean, you look at the shooting percentages. I mean, they shoot 33% from for the floor. So we defended really well. It was just we just never really got in that rhythm where we put something on them and kind of had some breathing room or caused them to take a real timeout. It just wasn't one of those games either way.
Cade, could you speak to the intensity of the game, really from the opening tip, just 2 hours straight of every possession, just maximum impact and the importance of every possession?
Yeah, I mean, you could definitely tell from the jump that every possession mattered. It felt like that throughout the whole game. And then just giving it your all, every possession was the main thing that we were focusing on. Just couldn't get it done.
Okay, follow-up question here. Gina, thank you.
Casey Hudson, 2 threes. I mean, I guess that's 8 for the last 4 games, almost a little bit off the radar, and then he had the huge offensive rebound before Campbell's 3. Those were 2 big plays. Yeah,
his first 3 that he got, we didn't get out there and cover him like we needed to. That was a defensive mistake that we need to own. The second one was he earned that one a little bit more, and then the rebound was long. I mean, that rebound was gathered, I think, above the free throw line. Brigham Rogers was boxed him out and was inside of him. It wasn't wasn't a lack of, you know, focus. It was just kind of a tough break for us. And then, you know, when you talk about a game of, you know, of making plays, they capitalized on that. I think that's when Campbell made us 3, and we never really had a chance after that. So, hats off.
Right back here.
For Cade, both you and Casey, if you will, I know you guys were confident coming in here, and it had been 8 of 9. Just how difficult and abrupt does it feel when it ends like this?
Cade, first off, please.
Yeah, I mean, it feels awful. Nobody wants to go out like that. Going out in the same round as we did last year, that's definitely tough. I really feel for our seniors and the guys that won't be with us next year, Jason, Keyshawn Davidson. So it's big for those two, and just playing with them has been great. But that's the toughest part of it.
Yeah, I think you always know that this day will probably come at some point in time, but you're never ready for it when it does, you know. And, you know, it's truly the beauty of a team, of being on a team, and what you go through. You know, it's why it's an awesome experience. You get a lot of things, you know, you get a lot of experiences, but none of them are more important than the time you spend as a team. And so when it's over, it's really hard.
We have 2 questions from the Zoom in the back of the room. We're going to be read to. Go ahead.
We have a question from Joseph Sullivan. He asks for Coach Casey. He said, your offense never really seemed to get going. Is that more of a Belmont or Northern Iowa thing, and why?
Yeah, I give them lion's share of the credit on that one, more than giving us blame. I mean, there's some things we could have done better. I felt like the first half we didn't have the patience and poise that we needed when things got difficult. I thought we forced things a little bit too much, and which is unlike us, But I think the numbers all would indicate that we're a good offensive team, So, we just got to give them the credit. We didn't get anything easy, that's for sure.
Great. And the second question is for Cade. Joseph asks, how was UNI defending you?
I mean, they pretty much defended me like everybody else does. I just felt like I couldn't get it going today. Shots weren't falling. You have days like that. I definitely felt like I could have contributed more by being a little bit more aggressive towards the rim. But hindsight's 20/20. So.
Anything else for the Bruins? Okay, gentlemen, thank you very much for your time. Best of luck